Hey guys, I don't know how I got so lucky, but I am getting a very special demo of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I have been so excited. And I'm here with two guys you guys probably recognize, but just in case you don't, introduce yourselves.
Okay, I am Nate Bihldorff. I'm the Director of Localization at Nintendo of America. And so I've been working on this for quite some time with Mr. Alnum and his team. That's me.
I'm Bill Trinen. You may know me from a variety of things that we do here at Nintendo. I head up our product marketing team, which encapsulates the group that supports the launches of all of our games, as well as our video team that worked actually on the trailer for this game together with Aonuma-san and the development team. Little known fact, the trailer for Breath of the Wild, all that footage is actually Aonuma-san himself playing the game. So.
Wow.
That's a little secret for you.
Wow. So as you guys can see, we got two legends here, all right? Let's get into this demo. I'm just so excited.
So, okay, we're gonna start you off basically with the beginning of the game. So this particular demo starts off, and I'm gonna shut up for a second just so we can get some. All right, so luckily we have some stuff right out here. I'll just kick this thing over here. Oh,
hopefully some clothes, well-worn pants.
Standards to go alone, take these pants. I don't know if you noticed that, but I actually opened the chest from the side and kicked it, and I haven't equipped any boots yet, so
He stubbed his toe.
Oh my gosh, that's
I hadn't
great.
seen that yet. It's amazing.
I like the attention to detail in that.
So let's get inside here.
I love the reveal of the world.
So, you can hear this voice in the background, of course, mysterious female voice guiding.
Is it Zelda?
Who? What?
Yeah.
The Legend of What?
Just a guess, maybe.
Could be. Could be not, though. This
Oh.
series is definitely known for its misdirection. So
That is
I wouldn't
true.
make
That's
any
true.
That's right.
I'm still going with Zelda.
What about Imba?
Still going with Zelda.
That's the Sheikah sign right there.
See?
Yeah.
A lot of iconography in the background of this.
I get so lost in how beautiful it looks.
They really nailed the art style, I think.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about sort of the influences of Japanese animation, and it just hit a perfect sweet spot as far as I'm concerned.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like they've taken the toon shading of Wind Waker, the art style of Skyward Sword, kind of blended the two together and created almost sort of the perfect visual approach for this game.
I agree. And Link can climb!
That's
Yep.
right.
Da-da-da-da!
We're going to be doing more of that.
Yes, and jump.
I know.
It was so funny. Gosh, everyone was like flipping out that he can jump. It's great. It's always something I've wished that Link could do, for sure. Look at that, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And you've obviously seen the paraglider.
Yes.
These sort of views they take on a different meaning, I think, once you have access to that, because it's not just pretty, it's, you know that you have to drop the hat, you just kind of leap over the side and just sail down over this entire environment.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's going to be fun, actually. That E3's been really fun, because obviously people have got to explore this plateau, but it's really nothing compared to the first time you actually jump off the edge of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there's up there.
Oh, I know.
So this game is very open air, and but at the same time, it also has a story. So you can go and explore and find something new every time you play, but it also does follow a story.
I think this is a perfect example to illustrate that, which is you saw a little cutscene where it showed this old man down there. He sort of looked at you, and right away, I think a lot of players, depending on how you play games, will instantly go down there and talk to that old man. But you don't have
not
to.
to.
Like I could plunge off this cliff to my death. I could
Right
turn
at the
around.
very beginning of the game.
I could
Climb
turn
up,
around
right?
and climb up there. It's really kind of up to you. I think naturally people are going to go down the hill, and I think we should just get. You want to get a little bit of story background, so I'm not going to talk to this old man. But
Yeah.
I do think that's a really good illustration of just the freedom right off the bat. I'm armed with my trusty crappy stick. If I want to go and try to climb a mountain with that thing, I'm welcome to do it. But I think let's go talk to this old man.
Yeah. And this is actually, the way the story works throughout the game is you'll get to a point and you'll be given sort of some options. You can basically say, yeah, I want to go and kind of follow the story, or do I want to go and explore the shrines, or is there another objective I want to choose? And they're kind of laid out before you, and you kind of pick what you want to do, but then you still have this ability to just wander off course whenever you want.
I love
and
that.
really wherever you want. And it's really interesting because we've kind of talked about the character sort of being a world, and I feel like there are a lot of games that kind of take this approach, but really the world is just a setting for whatever story it is that they're trying to tell. And probably I think the amazing thing about this game is just the way that the world itself is so integrated into the gameplay. It's such an important part of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, while we were yakking, this guy
I saw you got an apple.
Yeah, I stole that guy's apple and he yelled at me. And now I'm stealing his torch as well. Because I feel like maybe I need him more than he does.
Yeah, I agree.
But he basically gave me no solid information, just sort of some mysterious comments. So we're going to go out and explore. You pointed out the temple in the distance. Maybe there's something important. But again, this is your moment, so that why don't you let me know what you want to do? You want to go check it out? We can go that way. There's some nice woods down there.
No, let's check it out.
You want to check out?
Yeah.
He did say that this is the birthplace of Hyrule. So you do get that right at the beginning, and that this temple was once a place that held important
Oh, I see a
ceremonies.
sword down there. But I did see someone get it, and it is not the Master Sword, everybody. It is not.
I think maybe. Well, all right, I'll leave it there. I feel like it's probably an upgrade over my stick, though.
Yeah, that is
It's
true.
probably-
That is true. We maybe
But you
should
do
go
have-
get a sword
You do
for
have
sure.
an axe, though.
But for the people that are like, oh my gosh,
no,
it's
I
the
want
Master
it.
Sword.
Let's
Oh,
get it.
dive.
Let's get it.
I love it.
Oh, and we found a Korok. I was so happy the first time we were
Oh, I
playing
know.
both builds when I jumped in. We both loved Wind Waker.
We worked on it
together. So it's not only a nostalgic game for us from a professional sense, but I also just loved it as a player. It just was a beautiful game. And these guys are some of my favorites. I think the character design is absolutely great. What's great about them in this game is it's an excuse to have secrets hiding all over because they've given those little dudes everywhere. Grabbing this fish.
There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Swim by, just grab
Quick reflexes.
Yeah.
So we're about to get this sword. Yeah, you're right. It is a step up from.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not proficient with the tree branch because I am, but
I don't know.
it doesn't have a stop.
I
It
haven't
doesn't have a
seen-
stopping power.
I haven't seen your tree branch skills, Nate.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, I'll use the tree branch first, but we get to have this thing.
So you had mentioned there obviously are huge references to past Zelda games, and Zelda fans are probably going to be able to find little Easter eggs everywhere. But are there some new things that you can tell us about that maybe aren't familiar to us?
In the series, or are you talking about like stuff that is relevant to the original game, or in this particular game?
This
Man,
particular game.
there's almost too much. My lord.
Yeah, it starts actually right here with the Guardians.
Clearly something bad happened here.
Yeah, this is not a good scene.
These guys, you've probably seen in the trailer, when they're mobile, are really awful kill machines.
Yep.
They're literally terrifying. When you're out, once you get off the plateau and you get into places where they're roaming around, you get within a certain distance and the music changes, and then if they spot you, they start targeting you with their laser, and you hear this like "wee" sound, and it's just horrifically terrifying.
That was always like the noise in Ocarina of Time when it turns to nighttime and the skeleton guys come out to get you. It's like, no.
Branch versus club. This is battle of like.
Oh man, that looked like that hurt.
He's got a bigger stick, basically.
Whoa, backflip.
For you. What about that?
Nice.
Oh, he's laughing.
Well, that thing's gonna break anyways. I'll just take his club instead. Oh, what you got now, buddy? Yeah, that's
great.
That's one little point. I don't know if you've seen it elsewhere or if you saw it during your playthrough, but if your weapon is about to break, you should chuck it because it does double damage when you throw it at somebody. So if it's going to break anyways, you might as well get a little bit of extra juice out of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good tip.
So Nate picked up a Bokoblin horn. He defeated the Bokoblin and then took a horn off of his head or something. And of course you probably saw him, right? You gotta throw your
Breaking the
pots.
pots.
You might find some things. Oh, there.
Did you hurt yourself in the process?
I did.
Yeah. But so you're gathering lots of resources along the way that you're going to use to eat, recover health. You can actually cook food in this game. I don't know if people know this, but Aonumasan is a big chef who likes cooking. He's famous for his stew, or his soup. So he's always talking about wanting to make a game where you can cook, and now he's finally done it, which is great. But there's a lot of different kind of food items that you can gather, and there's different recipes.
Oh wow!
So it's a lot of fun to just kind of experiment and combine different food items with different mushrooms or vegetables or things like that, and see kind of what the outcome is. Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's somewhat dubious.
I've made a lot of awful meals.
Yeah.
So inside this temple, obviously, is Better Days. It's but you probably recognize this goddess statue. It's acknowledge her. She's not doing a whole lot right now, but you can see this sort of sense of ruin is throughout the game. I mean, we're only on the plateau, and you can see tons of signs of civilization as it once was.
Yeah.
But that's throughout this world. I mean, you constantly. For me, that's really the soul of this game. Is that it's that combined with sort of the quiet piano. It really gives you the sense of a place that's the time has passed and it's fallen completely. The wild's just taken over. Clearly, not just nature, but some apocalypse happened here that happened way in the past, long enough for these things to not talk about.
So I know we probably won't have time to get to it, but I got to play earlier with a companion. I had Wolf Link.
Oh,
Super excited about that.
I don't think we have the amiibo with us.
That's okay, but I did have a question.
Yeah.
So besides Wolf Link, are there any other companions that we'll be seeing throughout the game? And
no,
obviously we can expect Epona, because Epona has to be in the game, right?
Does Epona have to
Yes.
be in the game?
Yes.
We know there
Or
are
we work
horses
out.
in the game, but does Epona have to be in the game?
Yes. Yes. Every fan cries yes.
Oh.
You can catch a horse and then name it a horse.
Oh.
You can name your horse.
That's great. That's great. But yeah, any other companions that we'll see?
Well, as you know, yeah, horses are actually really important because Nate, if you want to press your minus button, and so you can see where Nate is, and to the left of him is where he started, and that's how far we've gone so far. But then as you zoom out, you get the scope of the world, and you see how huge it is. Traveling around, especially early on, is really important to have a horse, because otherwise you're walking. There's no hitchhiking, right? There's no cars. There's nobody that's going to pick you up. But if you're walking, it's going to take you a long time to get to the far side of the world. Horses really speed that up, kind of help you cover distance quickly, and especially early on, before you've explored a lot of sort of the shrines. It's really important to have a horse, so that's probably going to be your main companion.
My biggest problem with horse travel is that I'm constantly getting distracted by stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're riding, I mean, it's great because it's great for covering land, but you're also passing a ton of stuff. There's so many secrets hidden around every corner that while you're on horseback, if you're really trying to just move, you're also probably missing a lot of things that you can pick up.
That's true. I saw you climbed all the way up to the top there, and I was actually a little disappointed there wasn't a heart container.
No.
I mean, for all that effort.
I got a bow. I actually got an excellent bow.
Oh, nice.
No, you got a really good bow.
Yeah,
that's one of the
I
things.
was carrying that around. Now I'm going to use this 14 instead.
Yeah.
Wow.
But why are you walking down this hill, dude? You totally should have surfed down this.
I don't have a shield. I'm going to go beat somebody up and get their shield.
Yeah, you do.
I'll go find a camp.
But yeah, so that's the other thing is Nate mentioned the weapons break. So one of the key kind of gameplay cycles in the game is you're going to have to go fight enemies, get their weapons, or fight them and open their treasure chests to see if they have any weapons there. You'll use your weapons. The weapons will degrade. They'll break. You're kind of in this constant cycle of kind of churning through weapons and things like that.
Is there an ability to restore a weapon? No.
No.
Oh.
Which is also where the map really comes in handy. You can leave stamps on the map. And so if you, like, for example, if you come across a group of enemies and you know that, oh gosh, this guy's got this really cool bow, I'm going to put a stamp here, and that way I know if I need to come back and see if these guys are, back in their spot and see if I can get a bow again, I'm going to come back and get that bow from them. So the bow that Nate just picked up is, was that the hero's, what was that, the soldier's bow?
I think it's soldiers, yeah.
Yeah. And that does what, 14 damage versus the 4 that your previous bow was doing.
This guy.
I'm afraid to ask.
That wasn't even a good shot.
I didn't even have a critical hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm gonna see if I can get close to these guys. How do you want me to take this camp? So these guys are all. It seems like they're cooking a meal over there. But we can go about this a million different ways.
I'm kind of a run and gunner. Like run right in and melee.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's my kind of girl.
I want to get.
Reckless
I
and
don't
dangerous.
really like to stop and think about it. I just like
That's what I do too.
surrounded by
Here's
enemies.
what I'm gonna do. I'll see if I can get this.
Oh,
Oh.
almost.
I got one of their shields.
Oh, you did
Oh,
get a
nice.
shield.
That'll make this fight easier. Oh, I got that bow.
And you got that
sorry,
puny
buddy.
little bow.
You can literally steal their stuff and run right out of there.
So those two guys are unarmed. They only really have one guy.
So now they're look at him scrounging in the dirt. It's like, give me a rock. I will hit you with a rock, dude. But this is also, you see a little bit of enemy behavior here. These guys, they were kind of partying around the campfire, getting ready to eat their big hunk of meat. You'll have other camps where you'll see them on guard, and they're just out kind of watching, defending their camp, looking for whoever may be coming by. Sometimes they may have wild boar, deer running through the camp, and they'll start chasing after them. And so there's
You can flush boar into their camp specifically to do that.
Yeah.
Distract them.
yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Oh, another sword.
Nice.
Oh, man, you were.
Yeah.
I'm going at it.
Can you sell your weapons if you have more than one of the same item?
Yeah, you'll be able to sell stuff, but weapons generally you don't.
You just need them. Yeah.
You just want to keep them. Yeah. Now the other thing that Nate's not doing is Nate's not heading towards the one point that is marked on his map.
Oh yeah, I've been ignoring it. So like I said,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
distracted.
I know, you get so easily distracted in this game. The possibilities are truly endless. You could pick a direction and I'd be lost for like hours and hours in one direction.
I'm also, I have to pick a bank that can't be picked up. I have really
Uh-oh.
heavy duty OCD.
Yeah.
So like,
Well,
me
so, like,
ignoring those is like it's a real problem for me.
You
And
have
each of
to-
those mushrooms have different effects too, because you can take them and add them to food. You have insects you can catch that you can use and turn into elixirs and things like that by combining them with different ingredients. Those, I think the purple mushrooms, they like boost your defense. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can catch them with butterflies too. These are sizzle wings. These guys, if you can catch them and combine them with monster parts, you can actually make elixirs that make you resistant to cold. So we would be able to go up naked
Oh,
up
wow.
in the mountains as we were previously.
I can't wait to see someone try that. Somebody out there, try to play the entire game naked and see if it's even possible. I would love to see that. I also do have a question.
We mean in the game. Like
In the
not-
game,
yeah.
not in real life, please.
I mean-
Save the sparrows.
I'm not going on to that camp.
In all of the artwork for this game, Link's wearing a blue tunic.
Mhm.
That's very interesting.
That's different,
It's
isn't
very different.
Yeah.
Is there a reason that we will find out in the game?
it?
Or is that just a, hey, we wanted to mix things up?
Well, there's a lot of different clothing in the game. You see Link right now. He's actually literally just wearing a quote unquote old shirt. So he's sort of like me on a Saturday. But there's so many different pieces of clothing. I think Mr. Miyamoto was saying earlier that I think they were worried that if they put the green tunic in there right at the beginning,
People would only
right,
want
everybody's
the
gonna be
green
like, "Oh,
tunic."
I got my green tunic. I'm set."
Yep.
And again, like like a lot of the weapons and things, the clothing also has different attributes to it. So
Right.
there's actually advantages
Ooh.
to
What's
to wearing different clothing.
What it is showing you that this is the world that it once was. Obviously,
The squirrel. The squirrel's so cute.
This game actually just leaves me with craving to know the backstory. Like, I just want to know the story so bad. I want to know what happened. I want to know where everyone went. And
Well, look at these walls that just surround the plateau that you're on. Ooh, now all the towers are coming up.
That's the crazy thing. You're gonna go to all those times. Not today.
One day. Come on, we can't just jump forward to the end. You've got a special key that unlocks the game, right? Somewhere? Nintendo spies come like flying in from the ceiling, and they're just like, no.
We do have an army of ninjas that are surrounding the booth.
Yeah.
Up high in the rafters.
Yeah, that special key comes out in like slow motion, and before you can even get it fully out, someone's tackling you.
So this will, obviously you saw all the other towers. This happens every time you can scale a tower. It's somehow this technology can drip down into my Sheikah slate, and what it does is it basically brings up a topographical map of the area that you're in. Which obviously it's great to be on the tower anyways, because being at a high point, being able to see in the distance is like super important in the game. But for me, getting this information is always really sort of brings the area into focus, because it lets me plan routes. If I wanted to, I mean, you can see sort of that's a really high peak over there. It's obviously the snowy area. But getting around the map, because it's so big, you kind of need to take a look at this. And you need to, if you want, place beacons around to say, okay, this is the spot that I want to go to. And then it becomes a little waypoint you can track on your map.
That's awesome. People like me definitely need that. I get
really
too
need it.
distracted.
Well, the game is so vertical that something that's really obvious from the top of the tower, you're like, oh, I'll never get lost going there. By the time you get down onto the ground, you might get lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
That looks a little familiar.
it's friendly.
Now then, you must hurry. Before it's too late.
So there's a little backstory.
Yeah.
Probably not as much as you'd like, but
No, just the fact that we've been playing for maybe 20 minutes and I already have that much backstory is actually really encouraging for someone like me who loves backstory, especially in Zelda games. So I like that they're going to tell it to us slowly, but I do like that we are
I'm gonna die.
getting something. No!
Nate.
just wanted to show you how to die.
Give me that controller.
Uh-oh.
We need to let's
Oh, we're going to have to switch sides.
The first time I ever played Zelda, I probably walked one screen north and died on the first Octoroks, and I shot my 3 rocks and I just died.
Yeah.
So the game obviously encourages you to be able to. It's okay to fail, and in fact, you should try to fail. I mean, there's so many experimental ways. I think Bill's probably pulling himself up 1,000 different ways over the course of development. So it's like it's fun to go out and get yourself into trouble, and that sort of experimentation really should be encouraged. Not just walking off the edge like I just did. That's not quite the coolest way to die.
Oh. Oh. Is he going to give us that miracle?
Oh my gosh, how awesome would that be?
That would be
Because then we
amazing.
could go off the plateau, see the world around.
Billy,
I'm sure this is going to happen right now.
Bill's Superman.
So he's asking if anything odd happened to you while you were on top of that tower.
Her voice.
Yeah. Did you recognize the voice?
Yes. Well,
Or the
personally,
dot.
maybe. Yeah, do the dot.
No.
Oh, whoa, I've offended him. Whoops.
Sorry, old man in the wilderness.
Did you catch sight of that? Calamity again. Appeared suddenly, destroying everything in its path.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Stay there.
It's getting so exciting. Yes, absolutely, yes. Oh, sorry.
Yes, we're going to the castle.
Yes, please.
But first, we're gonna stop and pick up a bunch of apples and acorns and stuff, just in case.
No, beeline for the castle.
Oh, let's see. If you were to try and jump, death would be certain.
Yes! I called it! Yes, give it to me.
See? Sure, why not?
Oh, man. Give him an apple and be like, here. Fine. Gotta work for it.
Okay. Oh,
Another camp over there.
you can show us.
Oh, he's taking his sweet time.
So you did something to cause the towers to rise up. The shrines have now lit up.
He wants the treasure now.
He wants the treasure.
Mm-hmm. I do agree that is
Okay.
fair. It's not too far to get
Right.
to.
So,
Whoa, what's that?
Fish.
More bass. Uh-oh. You gonna pick a fight.
Yeah.
He told you to go get the
You got
treasure.
it.
Oh, they found
They
me.
saw you.
Nice.
Well, that sword ain't gonna cut it.
Yikes.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Yeah! That was great.
That little chiming noise that you hear whenever you get a critical hit.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, you're calling your friends? Sorry, I already said hi to them.
I think this actually happened earlier, but a lot of treasure chests are tied to the enemies in the area, so the temptation to climb up there and loot that, you would not be able to. I mean, you can go around and loot like boxes and their weapons, anything that's lying around, but treasure chests like that has the purple eyes, you actually do have to dispose of
Kill
their
everybody. Okay.
You can't just go stealing their treasure.
Oh, yes, the claymore.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Double-handed.
Look at that.
That's great.
Obviously, the downside of weapons that size is you can't use a shield. So when you go into battle with one of them, you have to. Luckily, Bill has the skills, but you have to know how to sort of backflip and dodge out of the way as opposed to trying to block.
So let's see here. What do we have? Would you like a little herb fish for dinner?
Sure.
Let's give that a try.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Oh my gosh.
Oh, sneaky steamed fish. So yeah, actually one thing you notice, there's this purple gauge down here. And as I'm running around, it's kind of waving up and down.
It's how loud you are?
Yeah, if I just kind of take little steps, I'm a little bit more quiet. That's an audio gauge, kind of tells you how much noise you're making. So that sneaky fish, that steamed fish that I just cooked up, would essentially make it so that I would be a little bit quieter as I'm sort of walking around. This is actually kind of dangerous, attempting this thing.
You're gonna die.
We'll
Be
see.
good.
If I can get up, I can get up on this thing. Mound of green. Wow, that's a.
I believe in you.
Look at that. It's a mossy covered pillar, so I'll cover some of my stamina there, and then.
And you had no faith in him.
I know. I didn't think he was gonna make it, but I thought he was going for the far shore.
So it's. Oh, there we go. Right at the shrine.
That's a nice reflection on it. It's a good thing that tech is waterproof.
Yeah.
Sheikah Slate is.
I mean,
They built it. They built things well back in that kingdom.
That's
of
right.
course. What are we gonna find?
Into the trials. So these have dotted the landscape of the shrines. You probably actually have seen some of the other ones in the background now that we're out. The beauty of them glowing, obviously, is you go to a high spot and take a look down, and you can these things pop in the environment. So you might see one in the tops of trees, you might see one on the mountaintop, from really far off. Drop a beacon on it, and you want to get to them because, as Bill's about to show us, there's always stuff inside the shrines. They're basically trials that were created to test the hero, basically.
train the hero, sort of.
Wow.
They're to guide the hero to basically become the hero. But they also form a crucial role in the game where you can actually work with them. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
Being able to jump around the environment is, I mean, it's great to be able to walk places. And
Sometimes you just want to
Yeah.
finish a task or.
So Bill's gonna try the Magnesis trial here. Just gotta get a little bit of tech upgrade here.
So here, in some of these shrines, they add what are called runes to the Sheikah Slate, and that gives the Sheikah Slate abilities to use different abilities that you maybe haven't had access to yet. So this is Magnesis.
Oh.
So I've got Magnesis, and with Magnesis, it's right. Just a quick tap of the L button, and if I can find something metal, then I could control it. I don't see anything. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Okay, and I activate that with the A button.
Link is Magneto!
Exactly. Right. So and then I can
That's awesome.
swing things around, move them, drop them.
Ooh.
Right. I tend to have a little, foresight, so I'm going to see. Maybe this will help me out if I drop that down.
I think it might.
And we'll see. I probably don't necessarily use it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Everything okay, Nate?
Everything's good. Did you fail yet?
No.
Of course
Is you
not.
failing?
No. I'm actually, see this? I lob this thing over ahead of time. Right. So of course, there's different ways that you can try to do things.
I've never even seen this method. That's brilliant.
Let's see.
Kidding me.
Oh my gosh.
I've been.
Look at this.
That's insane. See, I mean, I've done this shrine 100 times. I've never even seen that. I never even thought to do that.
Wow.
I probably should have at least kind of peeked at that to see what it was, but I wasn't having it.
More
But-
stuff. Cook those.
That's right.
Have you ever tried cooking with springs?
Oh gosh.
I don't think you
No.
need those.
So what I did was I built myself a ramp. Right. I could have just used this thing to kind of knock that wall down. So there there are a lot of different ways to solve puzzles in the game.
Oh wow.
And that I think is going to probably be one of the things that's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. Because, typically in past Zelda games, you maybe have an item like the hook shot, and that would become... Yeah, it was fun. It would get you around the...
It was the best
dang it.
for the Gerudo Fortress. Oh,
Right, but
that thing was my best friend.
a lot of times those items, in some cases, serve sort of like keys to specific puzzles, where there was sort of one way to solve the puzzle, and it was using a specific item. Whereas in Breath of the Wild, it's really set up so that the items that you have are kind of more tool-like. They give you different abilities to do things in different ways. Oh god! Oh my god! That was nearly tragic. That would have destroyed.
That would have
me.
been an excellent death.
So there's the fact that there's multiple solutions to the puzzles, and as Nate just saw,
I've never even seen that before.
That's so cool. Literally, this game allows you to just kind of play however you decide to. And I'm a loophole finder.
See,
I love
Yeah.
loopholes, so that was totally something I would have tried.
I have a feeling this will be the type of game where you'll play it the first time and you're going to build it to get to the end.
It's
Try
true.
to play fast and then you're going to pick it up and immediately start again and then just start breaking.
Yep.
But it encourages breaking. I mean, it's like that room right there. Traditionally, that puzzle would have been you cross the first bridge, turn around, grab the bridge, and put it there.
Yeah.
Bill didn't even have to do that because he was carrying the thing from the very beginning. Somehow through that chamber. How did you get it through the first little area? There's like
You went over,
lift
right?
it up and over the fence.
You're a menace.
So a little bit more kind of backstory on this. What you see here, this is sort of a Sheikah monk. He's the one who designed the puzzle and the challenge and the shrine, and then sealed himself kind of hermetically in this little chamber where he's been meditating for so long that he's turned almost a mummy, and then you've taken the spirit orb from him, and his spirit is now gone to you, and so he's kind of free to leave the physical world.
Wow.
And you're slightly more below.
Yeah.
Ooh. Kinda like that.
These trials are great. And this is just, obviously, you've played from the very beginning of the game. So this is probably the first shrine that anybody built into. Obviously, the puzzle in it wasn't a hugely complicated one because it started introducing people to the powers of the runes that you use. But later shrines get quite difficult.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there are some when, I've been out playing where I walk in and I take one look around and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be coming back to this place because I have no idea what I need to do right now.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm not ready for this.
That's a really cool. I like the magnesis. That's really cool.
You use that. I mean, this dude's
So,
he's
yelling at you.
oh,
Give you the
man, he's
paraglider.
just,
Where's he
he's
gliding in from?
flaunting that paraglider.
Paraglider.
Yep.
There we go. I'm totally getting this now. What?
You can't give him the spirit. Is that what he wants?
You just reach into my chest and take the spirit I just absorbed.
All connected to the Sheikah slate.
What do you?
Paraglider,
I'm
please.
a little. Oh well. Okay, fine.
I have yet to finish speaking. Oh, this guy talks like me.
I didn't write this game.
So he's telling you the Sheikah once inhabited these lands. And so their civilization disappeared long ago, or so it is said. But clearly some elements remain, such as these shrines.
The mystery demons.
There are still 3 more
Wow.
here up on the plateau, so a total of 4 shrines on the plateau.
That wasn't the deal.
That wasn't the deal, was it?
No. Ugh. I knew
And
this
that
was
sounds
gonna
like
be
Bill.
trickier.
I never changed my mind. Well, maybe.
I knew it was going to be trickier than it seemed. Why can't you just hand over the paraglider? Come on. Now you gotta work.
He's like, oh yeah, just climb all the way up to the top of that.
Got it.
Okay. Blue icons. One is a shrine and the other is a tower. You can travel instantly to either of those places with the Sheikah slate.
I love that.
This dude. It's full of lies.
Yeah. He's
But
gonna-
we just got our magnesis power. So what do we want to do? We want to run around with magnesis power.
Bill's a huge child. Once he has a new toy,
No, I don't quite want to drop it in the way.
You're right.
Push it
Because
over
my
the other side.
instinct is rush through because all I want to do is get to the castle.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have
after
a
he
feeling that
told
if
me
you
to
tried
go
to
to the
do that,
castle.
that it would probably end
box
badly.
mistake.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So here we've got, there's a couple of treasure chests down there that we can now lift up out of the water.
Are you gonna drop it on that guy?
Yeah, do it.
Ah. I actually haven't seen that either because I'm not as evil as you.
Oh,
You're a terrible person.
I am.
Can you just accept this treasure?
Yeah, right. Oh, here's the paraglider.
You did
You
it.
found a game breaker.
Right.
This little piece of ember.
And then I think there was a beam over here too. I want to try to grab that beam. Okay. So,
Uh-oh, where are you going with that?
well, you're not super fast when you're using your magnetic powers because you've got to concentrate so much on what it is you're doing.
I know where you're going with this.
Oh, I
go.
see it. Oh, that's what I tried to do earlier.
Take a look over there for a second, though, if you can. The sunset's starting to get some really lovely light on the way. I'm such a dork with this game. Like I sit sometimes and just stop playing and look around because it's particularly this time of day, or the weather's turned in a particular way that makes an area that I've been to a bunch of times look different. You know,
It's stunning. It really is. It's beautiful.
good spot. The bog.
Nice.
Oh,
and then he's gonna
no! Right in. Oh,
Bill did something as stupid as I did. I love it. Thank you.
that's run and gun.
Oh no! So hang on a second. Take your pants off.
What?
I want to show you that animation that we missed earlier.
Oh, that's right.
Can you edit that part
not
out?
all for free.
We'll be able to take his pants off.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, just take that part out and then open it from the side.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Ice arrows.
Oh, there we go.
Just sitting in the chest with a bunch of ice arrows.
Now, can I put my pants
Yeah,
back
you can
on?
put your pants back on now.
Okay.
Your job is done. I did for a while on some of the earlier builds. Every time I would do a shrine, I made a point of doing it shirtless. It's just like it's.
So we've got. Oh, we can test out your theory to see if the. Let's go to
what's this
ice.
theory?
Oh no! That wasn't my theory. It was the ice rune.
Well, I know, but what's the? We can
There's no way
just see if the ice rune does anything.
Broke your bow doing it too.
Oh.
That was a failed experiment on multiple levels.
It was. Oh god.
You did that again.
And
So
then I
was
dove
that.
right in. Uh-oh. Oh hey, that would maybe be a good time to
Steak.
my taste. Oh yeah, I've got steak.
Eat the fish.
I do feel like fish today. I had steak yesterday. So.
Oh, it's gorgeous out.
Yeah, it's
I really think that the music, or lack thereof, accentuates it too. I mean, you have a lot of nature noises, but sunset will come and you'll hear a little piano chord that's sort of a little bit different. And it's just sort of, I don't know, for me, it brings the environment to life. It makes it feel very sort of...
It makes you feel like you're there too, you know?
Yeah, use your giant two-handed sword to kill these little babies. Overkill.
There we go.
done.
Food for the pot.
Well, so we got you a little bit of story,
Yes.
but no spoilers.
Man. Is there anything else that we didn't get to see here that you guys are personally excited by?
About a million things?
You gotta pick something. One.
That is
Oh,
really
you know what?
impossible. For me, well, I mean, we didn't do a whole lot of it, but I'm excited to see the different ways that people approach this game, and I'm already seeing it. I mean, at E3, as people, we've started to see a lot of footage come out. So, I mean, even I've saw some new things even in this little segment here that I've never even seen before. For me, that's the best part about it, is seeing people sort of break this world in ways that I've never thought possible.
That's awesome.
That's pretty broad, but
I kind of like this. No, I don't want to target you. Ow! Oh no!
Bill kind of
Not
likes
what I
getting
like.
stabbed.
Oh man, where did you come from? There's 3 of you? I will crush your head.
I know what Bill's trying to do. And you alerted the camp.
I'm out of here.
Oh, nice.
Bill's gonna surf home.
But thank you guys so much for this awesome demo. I'm so looking forward
my
to
shield
this
broke.
game coming out.
So are we.
This is great. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe.